You need rest. I want you to imagine if you went up to someone on fire and said, could you put this fire out? And they, instead of giving you a glass of water, put more fire on you. That's how we treat our bodies. Hey, I'm really tired. Here's some coffee. No, I want sleep. I wanted to have sleep. Nope. Jolt Cola, 5-hour energy. No, you're taking that because I'm tired, not needing to be awake. Yep, I hear you. Oh, I'm more tired. Oh, more coffee. Okay. But it's not only coffee. It's also just doing shit. I'm really tired. What do I do? Well, no, I'm tired. I need rest. What do I do? What do you mean, what do I do? I'm tired right now. I'm exhausted. And there's something in us that is so thinking that what we are is these actions and the next steps. And one of the things our body needs is a lot of rest. Probably for some of you, 30 years of backlog rest is needed. I know a woman who's a mother of 3, and she is always doing. She is always doing. And even when it's like time to rest, she's doing something. I got to get this thing. And the more she needs to rest, the more she's like, I got to get this thing and I got to get this thing done. And I just said one day you're going to be like, it's like the doer's on a deathbed. Like she'll just be like lying down. Just that character will be dying, you know, and I got to make cookies because I know, I know. I need to make sure that they know that they're loved. Shh, I know. I have to get the bills paid a week early. Shh, rockabye. And from the outside, I know she needs rest. Why am I so clear on that she needs that? Because I do too. So do you. Because we haven't been living from our truest place in the past. You've had a character that has been in an adrenaline state. You've had a character that's been making things happen. You've had a character that's been avoiding abandonment. You've had a character in you that's constantly doing stuff. Now, if you created this character to avoid stuff, right? If you created this character to avoid stuff, imagine this character's been running the show. This ego's been running the show. And it's always trying to figure out, how do I get people like me? How do I whatever? It's almost like now if the cops, if a rescue team found that character in the woods, and it's been doing this for 30, 40 years, and they put it in a hospital or a hotel, the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to need to sleep. It's going to need to sleep for a long time. And sleep and rest are both needed. And rest doesn't necessarily mean sit on the couch and watch stuff. That's not quite rest, because you're giving your mind stuff to be blocked. You're giving your mind footage, and you're giving your mind things to think of. And rest is when you also remove that. Rest is when you rest. You could be going for a walk. You could be lying in bed. You could be lying on the couch. And you don't need anything. You don't need to fill your mind with something. You don't need to sit on Instagram all day, because even when you're not on those things, right? Even when you're not on those things, you're on those things. Did that person write me back? You're not even on it, but you're on it. And when you get these things away for a minute and you just allow yourself to be, you transcend something. And you start to realize that there is a tangible, magical, true connection to source that doesn't need anyone, that doesn't need anything, and might have a backlog of sleep that you need to have, might want you to drink more water and less caffeine, might want you to, hey, my body's feeling really, really big right now. It's feeling very, heavy. It's feeling this stuff. What should I do? I know, I'll numb it with ice cream. No, the body wants you to fast. I'd love to, Kyle, but I got to drink this coffee so I'm good at work. Work is beating your body in the hierarchy of your life. Kyle, I'd love to, but I got to make money. Money is beating your body. I can't live without money. You can't live without your body more. You can't live without your body more. There's all kinds of stuff inside that's hurting. Rest and let it come to the light. I need to, no, you don't. You need to rest. Talk that way. Your I need should be like, I need a week of sleep. I need a vacation. I need to know me now. You don't need to check anything. You don't need to do so much things you call need, and you do need to do things you don't call need. You need to rest. You need to get your immune system reconnected. You want to deal with the pandemic? How about we work on your immune system? How about we relieve stress? How about we stop putting cortisol in your body? How about we stop being in a chase constantly? Yeah, but I have kids. Correct. Show them this. Show them how to make themselves first in the future and not make their kids bigger than themselves too. Show them how not to make them bigger than you so they don't do that with their kids. This is how you create abundance, right? This is how you create abundance. Your body is obviously should be on a higher hierarchy than making money. Don't you agree? Just because your body's able to barely hold it together with the adrenals totally shot and stressed doesn't mean that you should not prioritize it. Not only just health-wise, but spiritually. I had an amazing walk this morning and just heard God and talked from God. And then I'm more centered and more here, and actually weirdly can do more. The more rest I have, the more I can create, but it's not from some don't fall over energy. It's just awesome. I hear you that you got to pay the bills. I hear you that we're worried about a credit score. I hear you. I really do. But do you hear your body? Do you hear that you need rest? Like what would a week or 2 weeks or a month or 2 months of rest do? I know for me, I'm taking less and less one-on-ones right now. And it's hard because I love the people I do one-on-ones with, but I need rest. And I said last night on the call that I did, I said, I dare you to move as if you only have 2 weeks left. If I only had 2 weeks left, I would give myself a lot of rest. That doesn't mean don't exercise. I would still exercise because that's something for my body, but I'd also rest. And weirdly, the more I cut certain work, the more abundance comes in these other places I wasn't even anticipating. It's like almost as if as I connect with my true vibration, I'm saying to myself, I'm worthy of more. I mean, aren't you screaming you're not worthy of that much, even if you're trying to prioritize making $10 million over your health, over your rest? Aren't you saying, I'm not worth that much? Like, would you sacrifice your health for $100 million? Most people sacrifice their health for minimum wage, right? And someone just said, I had a nap and I'm judging it, like that you did. I don't know if that's what it said. That's all I saw, and then it cut off. But there is a point there that we do that. I feel like I did nothing when I took a nap. You did more than when you do something that you qualify as I did something. You actually did more. You are declaring to the universe your value. Imagine this. You call a friend, do you want to hang out? And they're like, no, I'm going to just do nothing today. I know that the ego in us would be like, you're going to do nothing and pick that over me? And they're like, yeah, I'm going to connect to source. Eventually, you'd really respect that person. You'd see that they actually have the hierarchy right. And one of the problems we have is our hierarchy is wrong. We have a hierarchy of survive financially, don't get abandoned by that shitty friend. That's our hierarchy, right? Make sure you text the people mostly that you actually don't want to hang out with, but you're worried will be mad at you. Don't text the people you know are always there. Like, our hierarchy's totally screwed up. And you have people that are figuring out ways to make money, and then they're blowing it all on blood pressure medication and surgeries because, wow, I made all this money, but totally had no connection to my body. And so now I got to spend it all on saving my body. I guarantee you, if it comes down to you're dying, you will not be like, run to my bank account. You'll be like, run to my body. Your body and rest, starting today, could be priority in your life. I mean, really priority. I mean, you're going, I'm going to take a week off of work and I'm going to just be with silence and find myself. Kyle, he doesn't understand. Nope, survival's your thing. Let's make thrival your thing. Let's make you thriving in the rest, because it's not only that you rest and just get some sleep. It's that you show yourself and you show the world energetically that this is priority. You show the universe this is priority. And those moments where you're lying there and you want to check something, if you don't, you'll notice a little energy in your body that's like grabbing, oh, I need to be seen. I need to be seen, because that thing covers up the shame that I'm scared to look at inside of my body. And meanwhile, I'm like, let's take that away from you. And you'll be like, ah, shame, 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 tears, 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 God. God. And then you're like, what was I thinking? What was I prioritizing? Doing well in personnel at Mervin's? What am I doing? Finding a partner before I find my health? Finding someone else's approval before I find my rest, before I find God? You need rest. I don't know any person I've met that doesn't need a lot of rest. We are all tired. We've been eating terrible food, trying to get all kinds of shit fixed, living on a place that isn't actually us, as a character that's been moving from a trauma place. And you can be really rested in knowing you're completely not alone. We all are. You want to get ahead of the game? Start resting. Start making yourself first and show the world, show the government, show everyone, show the universe that you are priority over a check. Be willing to give up a check for rest. I might lose my job. Yeah, but you'll get your body. You'll be the most present person at the next job interview or thing you create. You'll be present. You'll be a higher vibration. Your vibration is worth more than all the money in the world. Just you have to move like that's the truth. Get some meditation in. Get some real meditation in. Sit and hear the meditation and hear the patterns that have been sitting in your body forever, that you have ignored forever, that we have ignored together forever. Why? Because I got a good enough job. I don't need to look at you. The job is here to help you bury your pattern. Meditate. That shit's going to come out. You'll be crying. You'll feel darkness in the world. You'll feel everything. It's so dark in here. It's so scary. And then you'll cry that out. And then you'll have these bizarre, magic, like godlike moments, right? Whoa, like you'll get rewards that show you, I just felt better than anything I've ever felt when I achieved something in the physical realm. Because this isn't only about your physical body's rest. This is about your vibration when you make that first, right? This is about the vibration you become. What do you become when you make yourself first? You are showing yourself how valuable your time is. Like if you wake up and you have 3 hours on Facebook, you're basically declaring to yourself, my time's not worth that much because 3 hours can go by and I don't care. But if you wake up and you have 3 hours of meditation, you have insight after insight, you change the whole perspective of reality, you realize new things, you cry out the thing, you start to realize, holy shit, I can do a lot of magical stuff in 3 hours. So then when someone comes up and says, I'd like to offer you something, you'll be like, well, my rate is way more because an hour to me is really valuable. An hour to me is really valuable because in an hour I can sit with silence and merge with God and transcend patterns in my body, create synchronicities, merge into oneness, and actually possibly even be in the process of transcending the entire planet as is right now. So yeah, my rate's going to be higher than 16 an hour. But if you're like, yeah, I'm not doing anything, whatever, I'm watching Netflix, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, your time's not worth that much. So you're declaring to yourself through your actions, you're not that valuable. But you can change your actions and declare to yourself, you're unbelievably valuable because there's only one you. There's only one you. And if you move like you're replaceable, if you move as if like, yeah, you just give someone else and I'm not that valuable, and yeah, I'll just work for you for nothing and I'll give them 8 hours a day of my time, whatever, you're declaring to you, the people around you, the universe, you're not that valuable. And this is actually the ironic twist that everyone has when they're like, yeah, but I need to make money. I'm over here going, it's costing you a shitload to make money more important than rest. It's the most expensive thing you can do to prioritize money. You don't know the world of you getting who the hell you are. You don't know that value. The world of you transcending anxiety. You don't know what that is.